Hello, I am Sid, and in this video I am going to tell you how you can set up your main module that will be used by Angular to bootstrap your application. So in my main.ts file, I'm bootstrapping my application by using the platform browser dynamic way, which is just-in-time compiling. And I'm using app module, as you can see, to bootstrap. So let us look at the definition of this module, which is quite straightforward. Think about this module as a container where you can import all other parts of application. For example, here I am importing all the Angular modules and other resources. For example, Angular and a toaster module. Here I am importing my custom modules, for example, a component, a routing module, and two other different components. And this one I am importing another module that may contain maybe n number of components and different services, which we will look in detail later on. Now this is the main part over here. Okay, you basically define a module by defining a class. You give it a name, and this is also one important part in Angular. To add some metadata information, Angular makes most of TypeScript's decorator, and this decorator is named as ng module. And if we look at the definition of this one, as you can see, I'm looking at the definition file over here. It can take providers, declarations, and so on, but the main one that we are interested in is the first one is imports. So imports is useful when you would like to import any module. It can be the Angular specific module which is available in the Angular framework, or it can be one of your own custom module, as you can see over here. So HTTP module, browser, toaster is all framework specific, and toaster as well. It is used for the notifications. Now these two, products and app routing, is my custom one. Okay, so load your modules using imports. The next one is declarations. Think about this one as registering your components. As you can see, I am first registering all these components so that whenever Angular will encounter a particular selector, it will know that this selector is linked with this component, so it should better render that component. Now, for example, if I remove this welcome component and I try to render this component in my HTML, this will not work because Angular doesn't know about that component, which is a missing piece. And if I save and run my application again, everything will be good. On line 17 we have the bootstrap. Now this is the bootstrap for the component, like which component Angular should use to actually start your application. So there are two bootstrapping we are doing. Number one is the module, that is what module we should choose, and the other one is the component which resides in that module. Okay, now providers is a way where you can actually register all your services. We will look in detail in products module later on. So this is it. This is our app module and app component, and when it comes to rendering a component, if I go to this main component over here, which I will go in detail later on, you will see that this is the selector, Prodo. And if I go to my index.html, this is used over here to actually render this app component. Now Angular is smart enough to identify this Prodo as a selector, and it can go and render this component because it's declared over here before using. Okay, this is it for this video. To get more updates, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and blog. You can find the links in the description below. See you later.